fan. Sports. As for our coverage, quarterfinal in the books. A of 5 ponies into the state semi. As be cloak. Cloak this morning. The announcement here. The for Olson will wear number 2. And Bollinger will also. Spencer Dahlquist wears number 4. Number 5 is Sam Jacobs. Number 6 is Christopher Kernan. Connor Kelly will wear number 7. Justin Janicki is number 8. Kyle Kukkonen wears number 9. Number 10 is Cal Thomas. Number 11 is Jackson Dwyer. Number 12, Henry Nelson. Brandon Reller wears number 13. Brock Faber is number 14. Number 15 is Lucas Kiso. And number 16 is Ben Leafblad. And the other goaltender is number 30, Parker Slotsby. Tom Adolph is the head coach. Mike Patrick, Cody Thurman, and Eric Adolph are the assistants. Here is Cloquet. Is Zach Timon, the goaltender. Sam Baker wears number 3. Number 4 is Cole Kettela. Number 5 is Logan Dushkin. Number 6 is Brock House. Number 7 is Christian Golatz. Number 8 is Mason Langenbrunner. Number 9 is Hunter Finola. Number 10 is Jacob Huda. Number 11 is Darian Durand. Number 12 is Cade Anderson. Braden Timon is number 14. Aaron Moore is number 15. Number 16 is Caden Crane. Number 17 is Luke Sandy. Number 19 is Thomas Porter. And number 31 is Owen Carlson. Head coach is Brian Duran. Brian Meissner and Jamie Langenbauer are the assistants. As those are the two clubs. We had the anthem before the first game. We're going to get rolling here into our second game of coverage here again from Red Baron Arena in the Reinhardt Food Services rink for the Bantam AA tournament live here on the MSBN Sports Network. My name is Steve Pesic. Happy to have you along for the Drive to State presented by your select Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. Don't forget, you can always email us by clicking on the Catholic United Financial inbox on the top of your game tracker screen. You can send us a message, let us know who you are, where you're at, and who you are cheering for our tournament coverage. Also, want to give a shout out to Catholic United Financial. They are the proud sponsors of our Catholic United Financial First Period. Every step, every journey, we're there for life. You can find your Catholic United Financial representative by visiting them online at catholicunitedfinancial.org. You can also reach out via social media at MSBN Sports on Twitter. Also on Facebook at MSBN Sports. As we're going to get set up here for all of this. Fans pumped up. We got the Cloquet fan section right in front of us. I see the Omega section to our right, so we're going to have all sorts of fans for all the different teams coming in here as we continue our coverage. It'll be one back by Omega. They're wearing black helmets, jerseys, and breezers. They have red striping and white numerals. Opposite of Cloquet in the familiar white and purple, as the Jacks have purple breezers, purple numbers. Kind of like a black helmet up on top, but not really deep purple, more black, as they defend the goal to our left. In between the pipes and making the early save right there for Cloquet is Owen Carlson. So Carlson will get the first stop of the game as he makes this one. On the other side of the ice for Omega, that's where Parker Slotsby will be in the cage. 15-minute periods here. As done to 14:32 on the countrychef.com scoreboard. My name is Steve Pesic. Thank you for joining me here on our coverage. Long shot from the point. Knockback, Omega right there with it. And they fire it in on goal. On the far side, picked back up by Cloquet. They try to break the zone. This one will be tipped near side, up the glass. Cloquet defensively will catch and hold. To break out of the zone, turn back though. Omega across the line, a couple bodies running into each other there, chipping into the play. This one's going to go up into the bench area, and it's going to be caught by the other goaltender, Zach Timon, on the bench. He'll hold on to it with the glove. Glove save on the bench. You got to be in the game at all times for the goaltenders, and so Timon on the bench knows to make that big save early on to help his club. As we get a stop with 13:55 to go, 0-0 our score on the countrychef.com scoreboard. As this one will be into the neutral zone, fired in on towards the net. Slotsby will lay it off there, picked up by Cloquet defensively. Thomas Porter on the blue line looks to play it up ahead. He gets it there to Sam Baker. Baker tries the rush up the ice, turned back though by Osseo Maple Grove. As Omega has a little trouble breaking it through the neutral zone. Now they'll chip it up ahead, up the stick there. Of number 11, Jackson Dwyer. Down the ice, looks like it'll be waved off here. So with 13:15 to go, we'll wave off this icing. And that's where we'll have to reset and set it up for Omega, but it's quickly turned back here. Controlled. And up the ice here for Osseo Maple Grove. They'll play it up the right wing wall. Deep in the line behind Slotsby here, as he'll hold on. Gonna be caught here by Cloquet. Played up by Darian Duran. Duran tries to chip it there to Mason Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner behind the line, having a little trouble getting after the puck there. Tries to play after it. And now behind the cage, it's caught here by Aaron Moore. Moore to the backhand. He'll wait with it, tries to dance through traffic. Omega's defense was there to close him off. Good job defensively by Kyle Kukkonen as he played it there. Knocked down and held on to, though, by Omega after an easy save from the netminder. Since Slotsby in goal to our right for Osseo Maple Grove. Owen Carlson to our left. I might have mistakenly called Owen Carlson Slotsby earlier. My apologies. Owen Carlson in white and purple to our left. Now down in the corner. Track down there to be picked back up. Far wall. Caught there by Christian Galatz. He goes into the corner now hard with Cole Katola. Scooped up here by Omega. They'll break it up. They'll bring it up on the far wall now. Set here. All the way around the far dasher. As Galatz gets it right down to Katola. And now turned back by Osseo Maple Grove. A lot of back and forth through the neutral zone hockey to start off this one. These teams just watched Stillwater area. They took care of Lakeville South by a 5-0 win. So the winner of this game will play Stillwater tomorrow at 2 p.m. right back here on the Reinhardt rink. This one will be fired in behind Owen Carlson now. Trying to bounce it out, does Cloquet out of their own defensive end. Lumberjacks are going to get to it first, and the Jacks will send it through the neutral zone down the length of the ice. And it will be scooped up here. Stillwater turns it over. Omega turns it over. It's going to be picked up and cleared in by Cloquet. Aaron Moore, great job. Single-handedly knocking that puck loose, creating the turnover, picking it up. And the netminder, Slotsby, trying to poke check at it, but Aaron Moore is going to score first for the home team. Cloquet Lumberjacks, they get the goal. 4 minutes and 24 seconds here into period number 1. So 1-0, the new score on the countrychev.com scoreboard. 10:32 to go here in the period, and Cloquet capitalizes on a turnover. So Aaron Moore strikes first for Cloquet, gets them on the scoreboard. Reminder, if you want to email into the broadcast, you can do so by clicking on the Email Us link at the top of your Game Tracker screen. Drop us a line, say hello, give a shout out to any of your favorite players. That way it can get onto the DVD or the downloaded archive copy of this broadcast. We got, I think it's Brittany at the DVD table right as you come into the lobby area here at Red Baron Arena, selling those DVDs throughout the weekend. On the far side, dropped up, picked up here by Omega on their back end. They're down a goal early. A lot of time left in this one as Cloquet was getting caught in a change right there. Oh, he played in deep there. Sam Jacobs fires it ahead there for Osseo Maple Grove. Dropped on, now held on. Sent down to the corner. Scooped up here. Now held on to by Cloquet. This is Logan Dushkin, number 5 in white, that was trying to play it out defensively. Osseo Maple Grove did a good job keeping it inside the zone. Ben Leafblad right there, big shot from the left side. That hits traffic, doesn't find its way through to the netminder, Owen Carlson. Carlson will watch it out from the left side. Driving hard behind the wall is William Peeler. Now Peeler battling again on that far wall. Osseo Maple Grove did a good job keeping it into the offensive zone, cycling the puck down to the corner, but Cloquet will break out with it here with 8.5 minutes to go in our game's first period. Don't forget, we'll play 2 full periods, and then we will get to a full resurface after that. Aaron Moore, our goal scorer here from the first period, had it back behind the cage. It could not get the wraparound try to go up to the point. Knocked down on the right wing side here for Darian Durand. Durand and Moore jostle in the corner now with Connor Kelly, as well as Henry Nelson for Omega. They try to play out with it. 7:55 to go here. Shots on goal 2-1 in favor of Cloquet, and they lead again 1-0 on the countrychev.com scoreboard. Scooped up though by Osseo Maple Grove. They'll lead the rush up the left wing side. Brandon Reller had it there for a moment. Omega stays onside cleanly. They'll go to the far corner now with it. Couple bodies bang around down there to try to find the puck. It'll be fired to the sky. It'll stay in play. Folks in the scorer's table thought they might have had a souvenir, but they won't get one. They'll have to go down to the apparel table as you walk into Red Baron Arena to pick up your souvenirs from the tournament. Also saw all the trophies that are going to be awarded here, presented by Minnesota Hockey. A lot of hardware on the line this weekend. Icing call against Osseo Maple Grove will stop the clock with 7:03 to go. Pretty even keel first period between these two clubs as they try to play with it back and forth. Face-off will be in the offensive zone for Cloquet, left side in the offensive zone. Looks like the coaching staff for Cloquet wants some explanation on what is going on here. Again, don't forget to drop us a line either on social media at MSBN Sports on Twitter, or you can reach out via our Catholic United Financial email inbox. We'll try to get to those as the game progresses. Into the corner now. Scooped up here by Osseo Maple Grove. They'll break the zone, work it near side up the ice. It's Kukkonen. His shot goes wide to the outside. Spencer Dahlquist, first man through it on the far side of the ice there for the visitors in black. Home teams, again, top of the bracket all throughout this tournament. They'll also be in their road dark sweaters. Home teams will be in white. Visitors will be in the dark uniforms that they brought along with them. Across the line, shot attempt. Knocked down. Carlson's gonna have to play this one, gets a piece of it. Doesn't hold though. He caught it with the glove and then it popped right back out. Now the Lumberjacks will break out of the zone. Good job defensively there by Dahlquist to deny the efforts of the oncoming Christian Galatz for Cloquet. Cloquet will hold it in the center ice area and they'll fire it back in towards the netminder, Slotsby. Now back up the ice, opportunity, shot, wide of the net, rebound loose to the side of the cage, where's the net? It's in, poked through under the 5-hole of Owen Carlson, and Osseo Maple Grove ties it at 1. Goal comes with 5:42 to go here in period 1. All locked up 1-1 now on the countrychef.com scoreboard. We'll get the official goal call here to see who does have the total markers on that. There you see some of the fans cheering on Omega here. And this will be tipped ahead quickly by Katola. He caught a piece of it. Now with 5:33 to go. Centered shot wide of the net. And we're gonna get a penalty back behind the play. It's gonna be an interference minor. It's gonna come the 9:32 or check, yeah. 9:32 mark here of period 1. So the interference minor is gonna send a Osseo Maple Grove skater to the penalty box. And so game's first power play will go to the Cloquet Lumberjacks here, as the Jacks will have the extra attacker in the offensive zone. They're gonna make sure they have their top power play unit out there, as it looks like they're gonna send in Aaron Moore to the faceoff drop. It's one back though, good faceoff win by Kukkonen, as they'll break out, and better watch out, as Osseo Maple Grove's gonna be the first to the puck. Justin Janicki, he was up ahead, and now we get a penalty the other direction. That's gonna be a slashing call, and I think this is gonna come against Cloquet, as going out to the box will be Caden Crane, as Crane is gonna even it up 4-on-4 that quick, just 10 seconds into the penalty. So heads up play by Janicki to jump in the rush and create something for his club there. So offensive zone face-off for Osseo Maple Grove gives them 4-on-4 action here. Shot out in front, loose puck, scooped up for Cloquet. So Sam Jacobs gets the goal for Osseo Maple Grove. They almost get another one right there. on a nice right to left play, but back comes Cloquet. Also, Henry Nelson and Brock Faber assisting on the goal from Sam Jacobs as it tied it up at 1-1. And now the scorekeeper and the public address announcer need to get together and announce all these penalties. Remember, we had the interference minor that went against Cloquet's number 16, as that was Caden, or no, it would have been the other way. It would have been Osseo Maple Grove's Ben Leafblad went off for interference, and then Caden Crane went off for slashing. And we got a minute, another 50 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey here. Osseo Maple Grove into the zone. This one will be sent up into the screen, though, with 4:09 to play in a tie game at 1-1 here on the CountryChef.com scoreboard. As the faceoff draws one forward and held on to there. Played by Cloquet now. 4 minutes to go here in period number 1. We'll take a 2-minute break in between the first and second period, and then we're going to have the teams flip sides of the ice for the second period. Staying fairly well on time here to start off the day. But as we have tight games like this one tied up at 1-1, that tends to go away. Long shot, Owen Carlson will make the save. He had a little trouble with the last one to go ahead and play that down. 3:36 to go now here in period 1. This will be fired off the back wall. Picked up here on the line now. Scooped up by Cloquet. Lumberjacks are going to race with Aaron Moore. And Osseo Maple Grove has their penalty come to a close, so Leafblad will come out of the box. That'll draw a face-off here. As Cloquet is now full strength here. So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as we move along. It's played down and picked up here. And now an opportunity back the other direction up the ice for Osseo Maple Grove. They'll send it here, far side of the ice. And their defense is going to have to scoop it up with 2:45 to play now. This one will jump the wall and stop things, so we'll clear the boards with 2:30 to go. Six to 2, the shots now in favor of Osseo Maple Grove, but it is tied up 1-1 on our CountryChef.com scoreboard with 2:29 to play here in the period. Again, first goal of the game came off the stick of Aaron Moore, unassisted, and his team has it right back to the zone. They take a shot, it goes up to the net. Then the second goal came from Sam Jacobs, assisted by Henry Nelson and Brock Faber. So that is the scoring summary to this point for these two clubs. For Cloquet, they're going to send Jacob Huda into the face-off draw. Huda wins it back. Osseo Maple Grove is going to get another icing call against them. It'll go right back to the same dot. Looks like Cloquet is going to want some fresh bodies onto the ice with 2:06 to go. This first period slowed down a little bit here after some freewheeling hockey to start off. Teams being very smart out there. Darian Durand into the draw now for the Lumberjacks. As he draws it actually opposite of Kukkonen, and Kukkonen wins it back now for Osseo Maple Grove. Omega will come up the left wing side. Here is Kukkonen. He's got help on the wall from Janicki. Janicki back to Kukkonen, now left dot. Can they get the shot off? They will. Carlson's going to flutter the pads and make some saves on it. And he will control it away. This one will chip off the glass here and be knocked down into the neutral zone. Osseo Maple Grove's defense will control here. Minnesota Hockey Drive to State on MSPN, presented by your select Heartland Chevrolet dealers. Also want to thank Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. Here's Cloquet into the zone, driving ahead. Penalty going to be called, though, as getting pulled down right there was Christian Galatz, as he was on the breakaway, but the tripping call probably saves the goal, but it sets up a Lumberjack power play with 1:16 to play here in the first. So the power play try now for Cloquet. They had an abbreviated power play earlier in the period for just 10 seconds. Then they took their own penalty as they sent Caden Crane to the box for slashing. We'll see if they have a little bit more of a chance to set up their offensive power play look here. That'll be one back by Omega. They'll clear the zone. Good job defensively. This penalty will split into the second period if a goal does not come. As in the box is Brock Faber for tripping, as Faber did assist on the goal from Jacobs. And now up to the point. Lumberjacks hold it in. Good job to work it near side to Langenbrunner. He'll go behind the line now and give it up. Big shot attempt, save made though, rebound attempt, shot back behind the net. Omega, they're gonna scoop it up and look to play it ahead. Big check opportunity coming, but good job there by Leafblad to send it the length of the ice. Now Cloquet spinning back with it. They fire it up ahead. Left wing side of the ice, they'll try to drive there. Stopping with it though is Cloquet. 1 minute to go on their power play, but just 15 seconds to go in the period. This one tipped up into the screen, and that's going to stop the clock with 11.4 seconds to go. So final ticks to go here in this period. And we'll have power play time rolling over. About 44 seconds, 45 seconds going into our second period. Teams will take a 2-minute break. That's to the benefit, though, of Cloquet. It's kind of like an extra timeout. But you do have to switch sides of the ice, but then you also get the benefit of having the short change to the bench to keep a forecheck on if they can keep the puck in the offensive zone. Lumberjacks, though, will scoop it. It'll be 2-2 across the line. Shot taken, but the buzzer will sound. I want to thank our first period sponsors at Catholic United Financial. You can go online to catholicunitedfinancial.org for more information to find a representative near you. Checking out some highlights from our first period here. Again, all of our tournament coverage and the drive to state on MSPN, presented by your select Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. Score right now reads 1-1 on the countrychef.com scoreboard. Email inbox is open. Also, want to remind you that if you want a DVD of the game, you can go out to the lobby area just as you come into the doorway. If you are back at the hotel, maybe you're one of the other teams from the tournament weekend that's watching, getting ready for tonight's games, let you know that you guys can pick up DVDs in the lobby area. Additionally, you can download all the games. If you're not rink available, or if you don't have anyone in the friends and family section that has the ability, maybe they don't have cash in the pocket or their checkbook with them, you can always download it right from your computer or device just by hitting the buy download button right on your game tracker screen. As easy as that. If you want a keepsake of this tournament weekend, we'll be doing this for all games that we have on the weekend for the downloads. DVDs available on the games that we have here on the Reinhardt rink. So we'll have that ready to rock and roll for you throughout our time. The Gents from Stillwater are walking behind us right now. They just closed out Lakeville South 5-0 as they earned a big victory to move on to the semifinals. They'll play the winner of this one between Cloquet as well as Osseo Maple Grove. Not the only thing that we have going on with Cloquet today. We also have the 12UA Girls Tournament going on up in Cloquet at the Northwoods Credit Union Arena, as that's where we have the 12UA State Tournament. Those games start about 2:20 or about 2 o'clock p.m. So Sam Ekstrom is on the call for MSBN up there. We also have the Pee Wee A and AA Tournament from Fogarty Arena in Blaine, just in the backyard of Osseo Maple Grove. Those games are already underway. They started at 10 a.m. I think the 15UA girls from South St. Paul are rather underway or starting soon from Doug Woog Arena. And then we just have the first game starting right now, the Junior Gold A tournament from Braemar Arena and Edina. So 7 tournaments all being broadcast for you here on MSBNsports.net throughout the weekend of Minnesota hockey. I want to thank again your select Chevy or Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. Now near side, picked up here by Cloquet as they stay on that power play, don't forget. They have another 30 seconds of that. Left side opportunity, centered out in front. Oh, a fan-on shot attempt as the netminder, Parker Slotsfeet, took a stab at it, but he didn't need to make a very tough save on it. Now out in front. Looks like Osseo Maple Grove will break the zone with it. They'll come up now, near side ice towards us. Cotton held on now. As they are full strength now. So the penalty comes to a close, so no harm on the tripping call that saved a goal more than likely, as cutting in was Galats for Cloquet. But Osseo Maple Grove takes the penalty, then they kill it off to the benefit of their team. Still 1-1 on the countrychef.com scoreboard. Don't forget, Catholic United Financial email inbox is open if you want to send those messages into our broadcast here. As easy as clicking on that email us link. Cloquet up the ice though, right wing side. They try to drive to the front of the net. They have numbers, and it's a bouncing puck into the glove of Slotsby, as leading the rush right there was Jacob Huda for Cloquet. I had a chance to go up to Northwoods Credit Union Arena earlier this year for a CEC Lumberjacks boys varsity game. They hosted Duluth East in a Section 7 AA meeting in the regular season, so I got to check out that fine facility. Big ice up there at the home of the Minnesota Wilderness and the Lumberjacks. Down to 13:40 to go here in the second period. Then we'll have our full resurface break. Shots on goal right now, 8-6 in favor of Osseo Maple Grove. And I'm going to think Pip hand pass, and so high stick, puck played with a high stick. There's so many screens and stuff in front of me here, it's hard to see completely what happens down on the ice. Full production here. Love the fact that we have the replays and all the different camera angles. There you see Slotsby, the netminder for Osseo Maple Grove, in goal to our left, but the action across the ice down towards Owen Carlson, the netminder for Cloquet. Lumberjacks will hold here. They'll play it up the ice now. Be scooped up, sent forward, and now short side. Oh, good look across the ice. Galats tried to hit a man in the slot right there, but could not finish it. I believe it was number 14, Braden Timon. That was right there looking for the tip play out in front. 13:05 to go now here in the second. These teams battling for a semifinal meeting with Stillwater tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'll be back on the call of that one. Got my buddy Matt lined up, ready to go for the Bantam A competition. They hit this ice next. We'll take a break from Bantam AA action here on the Reinhardt rink, send everything behind us to the Lockwood Motors rink, and get things going. As this one will be stopped up. Lockwood Motors right here in Marshall. They got a fine lot full of Chevrolet vehicles. Right off the main drag right here, just across from Southwest Minnesota State University. You might see the SMSU Mustangs logo on the ice in the offensive zone for Cloquet as we speak. They got the Marshall Tigers logo here at center ice. A couple great sponsors as well, all across the boards. And it did a great job of getting this building built with some help from the community and some great sponsors. Really goes a long way to supporting amateur hockey here in the greater Southwest Minnesota area. I have to think it also helps to benefit the folks in eastern South Dakota too, northern Iowa, as you get a fine facility like this for big tournaments. 12:05 to go now in the second period. Out of the corner, Cloquet's defense will pick it up and they'll try to break the zone. Good job by Omega to knock it down. They stay onside, play it in. Actually, technically, if the linesman saw, they would have been offside because there was a player changing over the bench wall, but they let that one slide. Cloquet will go offside here, just as we mentioned it. That's part of the tough part about having the benches that split the blue line as far as the second period goes, because that forces you into the short change, or you got to watch who goes over the wall. You can also get caught in too many players on the ice in that situation as well. Played now back on the back line. Aaron Moore right there, opportunity out in front for Cloquet. Puck still loose. Osseo Maple Grove will scoop it up and they'll try to break it out on a 2-on-2. Off the ice is William Peeler. He'll send it back behind the cage. Back defensively was Caden Crane though, for the Lumberjacks here. Fired in, held by Owen Carlson. They're going to blow the whistle dead. Give them the benefit of the doubt on the save. Work another face-off with 11:14 to go. Our second period of action here throughout the tournament is brought to you by CCM Minnesota Hockey High Performance Programs. They identified and developed the top 14 to 18-year-old hockey players in Minnesota. The high performance programs provide a path to reach one's full potential and play for various national teams. For more information, please visit minnesotahockey.org. Yeah, you can also check out brackets of all of our tournament coverage on minnesotahockey.org. There's also links there for all of our broadcasts on the state tournament pages to find your way through. Also, I think there's a complete listing of all the great sponsors for this tournament weekend. We only have coverage of 7 tournaments on MSBN, but I think there's something like 15 or 16 total tournaments from around the state. When you bring in the Bs and some of the other age brackets, we're trying to get you as much as we can here. So we have broadcasters from edge to edge. So I'm down here in Marshall. We got Sam Ekstrom up in Cloquet. Got a host of folks in the Twin Cities metro area. Years past, I've been up to Thief River Falls. I actually think that members of this Osseo Maple Grove team I called back when they were in the Pee Wee AA tournament at Ralph Engelstedt Arena and Huck Olson Arena in Thief River Falls. I think that was 3 or 4 years ago, because they would be freshmen, sophomores in high school in the Bantam tournament here. Owen Carlson got the glove on it, because I know from calling some games with some of the players in that tournament, they're now freshmen and sophomores on some of the varsity teams. That tournament was won by Edina. And as you may know, there's a lot of freshman and sophomore Edina skaters that are very talented, that are leading the Edina Hornets. They were the #2 team in the state before they fell to Wayzata in the section final. I have a feeling that for years to come, the Edina program is going to have some success. Up and coming Edina Youth Hockey Association. Tripping Minor down on the ice. It's going to stop the clock with 9:50 to go here in the second period. It'll be a penalty against the Cloquet Lumberjacks. And to be honest, in that Pee Wee AA tournament, Mason Langenbrunner and these Cloquet Esco Carleton Lumberjacks were in that tournament as well. So the translation from the Pee Wee AA tournament to the Bantam AA tournament just a couple years later is there. And the translation right into the state hockey tournament is there as well, into college hockey and onto the NHL. I've seen it with my own eyes from the Bantam Rakes all the way to the pros right here on MSBN. In the penalty box goes Luke Sandy. He's in there for tripping. So now with 9:35 to go, a power play chance here for Osseo Maple Grove. They did trail 1-0 early on in the first after a goal from Aaron Moore, but then Sam Jacobs tied us up at 1-1. He got assists from Brock Faber and Henry Nelson. And now Omega into the offensive zone, up in the high umbrella, high point, shot attempt, tip play out in front. Puck is loose, but it's played right into traffic. And now back up to the blue line to be held there by Dahlquist. Nope, check that. It's 14, it's Faber. Faber now receives the pass, opens up near side. Pass across the slot tip play there from Aaron Moore. He got a stick on it. Down to 9 minutes to go here in the second. This one shot back behind the cage. He's scooped up here, up to the point and tipped out of the zone. Good job by Moore there, taking a stick on it to clear the zone here with 8:50 to play off now. Now the Lumberjacks trying to pick it up here, but Omega's going to get to it. That'll clear the zone, and so a little errant on the power play try there for Osseo Maple Grove. As this one will be played down other end of the ice here. Out of the far side, scooped up. Shot attempt into the body and held on to by the goalkeeper, as Carlson will make the save there with it. Face off to the right side of Owen Carlson. Power play continues for another 24 seconds for Omega. They win it up to the point there to Spencer Dahlquist. Dahlquist shot attempt. This one hits traffic. Doesn't find its way through. I think it caught Leafblad through the front of the net. Now another Dahlquist shot. This one tips off the mask. Loose puck to the side of the cage, and fanned on opportunity there from Osseo Maple Grove. Final 5 seconds here of the power play. Another left wing shot attempt misses wide. Osseo Maple Grove just can't dial that puck on goal. They can get all the shot opportunities, but a good job right there from Cloquet to go ahead and clog up the front of the net, keep pucks to the outside, and they get the benefit of some missed shots. Shots now 13-7 in the contest. Now with 7:30 to play here in period number 2. So halfway through this second period, halfway till we get to our intermission resurface. Our intermissions throughout the weekend brought to you by Shirts Unlimited. If your team needs some apparel, you can go to shirts.com. That's shirts with a Z, to design t-shirts, jerseys, sweats, and more at shirtswithaz.com. They're located right on Snelling in St. Paul. Good central location. 7 minutes to go now here in the second. Cloquet's defense tries to go back after it. A little battle there with it. Now scooped up here by the Jacks. They try to break out of the zone, they will. They'll get it up ahead to Catola. Catola's got a man across the ice, diving for it right there. Was Brock House, but Brock House isn't 6'6", so he couldn't get it on net with that tip play. Trying to do his best, Blake Wheeler, to dive after it and knock it in on goal. Long shot here, stopped away and played near side to us. That's an old school WCHA Final 5 reference if you got it. Mentioned the National Collegiate Hockey Conference. They're a proud sponsor of the third period, as well as a lot of other great sponsors. They got the final face-off this weekend at Target Center. 7 p.m. game has Denver, the #1 seed, taking on #4 seed North Dakota. And then the 2-3 matchup is at 4 p.m. today, with Western Michigan taking on Minnesota Duluth. Or second, the 2-3 matchup. UMD is the 2 seed, Western Michigan the 3 seed. Behind the cage, Cloquet watches it there. They try to clear it out of the zone. Tipped up ahead. This one will roll on into the Omega bench. It'll stop the clock with 5 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the second period. And my name is Steve Pesic. Thanks for joining me throughout the weekend here. Awesome, awesome venue for this Bantam hockey tournament. You know, this is my 10th Minnesota Hockey Youth State Tournament here on MSBN. I started out my coverage back in 2008 with the Bantam tournament at Braemar. NHLers like Kyle Rao were in that game, or in that tournament. I think there was a couple others that played there. I know others that went on to play D1 college hockey. Tony Cameronese was good in that one. Eden Prairie had a bunch of stars in that one. I think Nick Leddy was already up on the varsity roster by that time, as he would have been a junior when all those guys would have been freshmen for Eden Prairie, that they went on to win the state title their sophomore and senior years. Guys like Kyle and Kurt Rao and all their buddies, Dan Molinar, Kurt Molinar. Now the other end of the ice, we play back behind the cage. I think Nick Sealer was on that team. He's now with the Iowa Wild in the AHL. So you can translate from Bantam hockey to pro hockey, folks. Just keep it up. 4:52 to go here in the period. Up the ice, shot attempt into the body, held onto and scooped out of the zone by Cloquet. Good stop from Owen Carlson. Carlson isn't the biggest netminder, but he does play his angles well. He's had some trouble catching the puck in his glove to keep rebounds to a minimum, but it really hasn't cost Cloquet to this point. With 4.5 to play here in the second period, 1-1 still our score on that countrychef.com scoreboard. Now, he fired to try to break the zone. Omega does clear it out, but Cloquet will spin it right back. Good job to touch up. As a smart play by Brock House. He was the last man across the line, and he just did it into a power C to get right back into the offensive zone. Icing call comes against Osseo Maple Grove with 4:09 to play here in period 2. Trying to think, yeah, so I've only had 2 Bantam calls, 08 and 2017. All sorts of things in between. I can recall off the top of my head. Let's say 12U girls in Faribault and Grand Rapids in the last 8 or 9 years. I've had the Pee Wee AA's in Thief River Falls. I've had the Pee Wee A's last year in Coleraine. I had, I think, would have been the Pee Wee A's in Lakeville at Lakeville South a couple years back. There's probably some more in between there, but the brain is a little fuzzy on all of that. 12U girls in Cottage Grove 1 year. I know girls in that tournament that are playing D1 college hockey as we speak. So yeah, youth hockey all the way up to college hockey and beyond. This is where it all builds right here. Minnesota Hockey, minnesotahockey.org. Long pass down the ice. We'll go for another icing here. Shots on goal now 15-8 in favor of Osseo Maple Grove over Cloquet here as we're locked up at 1-1. Winner will move on to play Stillwater tomorrow at 2 p.m. Don't forget, if you want, you can start downloading broadcasts by clicking on the Buy Download button, or tournament DVDs being mastered in the lobby area here. This one will be knocked back down, picked back up. Controlled forward, shot attempt into the body of Carlson. Where is it? Where is it? It's lost in his pads, and he finds it in his glove. Little Houdini action with that save from Owen Carlson. I'm sure every goalie would be happy if there was no puck on the ice, but it'd be hard to find a winner out. Goalies love to hate the puck, but it's got to be their best friend too, and you make friends with it and it'll come to you and it won't run past you. Down to 2:50 to go now here in the second. Again, Shirts Unlimited intermission report upcoming for us in just a little bit. As now Cloquet will catch it here. They'll work to the near side boards. They'll wheel up there as it's sent into the corner. Now played on the backside. I think the temperatures are warming up into the high 40s, low 50s throughout the weekend as we move on. So should be a great weekend of Bantam hockey. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone as well if you got your green on. We haven't had a green team yet we don't have a green team in the Bantam AA tournament, but in the Bantam Single A tournament we do, as we have Edina and Greenway in that tournament. So some green will be with us a little later this evening. Maybe they'll get the luck of the Irish with them throughout the weekend. This one will be the length of the ice. Another icing call against Osseo Maple Grove. Cloquet has forced a lot of icings here in the second period, but the shots on goal haven't been coming off of them. Osseo Maple Grove is getting a good job of winning faceoffs, controlling and clearing the zone, but they're not tape to tape to break the zone and set transition up the ice to get some scoring chances against Owen Carlson. Maybe one shot, but then they're right back at it. Big blast coming from Cloquet. Save made and held on to. That was a big swing there. Penalty, no. Player goes down. Thought they could have got a penalty call against number 10, Jacob Huda there. Or actually, that might have been 19. That would have been Thomas Porter for Cloquet. Big body blue liner. Now a 2-on-1 for Osseo Maple Grove. Right side for Kukkonen. Kukkonen shot. Carlson with the save. The rebound controlled here on the near wall. Picked up to the corner. Played there on the backhand and scooped up by Osseo Maple Grove. Now near side, they try to tip it back. Cloquet looking for a break on opportunity with 1:08 to go here on the stick of Caden Crane. Crane slow with it. He gets it there to Langenbrunner. Now Mason Langenbrunner won't play it behind the line. His brother Landon, a part of the Cloquet Esco Carleton Lumberjacks varsity team, ended up being the 3 seed in the 7AA tournament. They fell to Duluth East in the state or the section semifinals at Amsoil Arena. Grand Rapids, they knocked off Elk River in the 4-1 matchup as Osseo Maple Grove tried to go down to a knee and get a shot off, but Lucas Kiesau could not finish it up. As now back the other direction is Huda there. Yeah, Grand Rapids was the 4th seed in the section. Then they go on to beat Elk River in the semis. They beat Duluth East in double overtime to get to the state tournament. And then what do you know? The Thunderhawks are the state champs. First time since 1980 for Trent Klatt's Grand Rapids Thunderhawks team, as this one will hit into the bench area. It'll stop the clock. Shout out to the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks as they defeated Moorhead in the state title game to win the gold medal and take home the Class 2A championship in AA. We'll have one of the members of the Class A state championship game in Bantam A competition at 8 p.m. tonight. That'll be the Mammal Moose. They take on Alexandria. That'll be a really, really strong game, as that'll be played through. Obviously, we know the Mammal Association's pretty good. That Alexandria team, they were in the state championship game last year for the Pee Wee A's, and now they're here in the Bantam AA tournament. A lot of those skaters in that Pee Wee A title are playing in the Bantam AA's for Alexandria here, or for tonight. So in the Bantam A's, sorry, not AA's. We're finished through 2 periods of Bantam AA action with Cloquet and Osseo Maple Grove. So just some good hockey. Don't ever leave MSBN all day long. Just join Matt and I throughout the day. We'll have all 6 games from this rink, the 2 games from Lockwood Motors rink, all for you here. We hit into the intermission break. There you see some of the highlights. Our intermission brought to you by Shirts Unlimited, a full-service screen printing and embroidery shop which has been in business for over 25 years. They'd love to help your team, company, or organization with any apparel needs. You can visit them on the web at shirts.com. That's Shirts with a Z. Now design your next tee. All of our tournament coverage presented by your select Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. 30 minutes of regulation hockey in the books. We're into our intermission break. We'll step aside. We'll take a pause. We will have our next period in probably about a dozen minutes or so. So grab a sandwich on your lunch break. Come back and join us for more hockey action back here online on our games here from Red Baron Arena in Marshall, Minnesota. My name is Steve Pesic. Feel free to give us some shout outs into the Catholic United Financial inbox. We do have one. Want to say hello to Jerry and Peggy. They're watching their grandson Jake Huta from Cloquet. They're up in Iron, Minnesota. So thank you for some Rangers for tuning in up in Iron. Thanks to Jerry and Peggy for the email. You can email in as well if you want to get a shout out on into the broadcast. You can download those games. You can also get them in DVD in the lobby area here at Red Baron Arena. So long for now. Join us in just a little bit as we take this pause.
Oh, did I say there's only one special edition? Because actually there's 5.
It's Truckmart. Get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, when you find your tag and use your auto show bonus cash, get over $6,200 on select Chevy Silverado pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy.
Who's turn for donuts?
Not again. Stop it.
you're passionate about hockey, hey, we live in Minnesota. At Highway Federal Credit Union, we feel that same passion for helping you save, borrow, and manage your money. Everything you need to create a financial game plan for your future.
Stop it, Chris. No, Chris.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. We push, we fight, we sacrifice. Sometimes we fall short, sometimes we just fall. But we get back up, stronger than before. This is more than a game. This is our goal.
Play with your friends. Play for your community. Continue the legacy. Minnesota hockey is the home ice advantage.
There's a big blue line that runs around this state. A line that connects us from ponds to pros. It's a line that ties our past to our present, to our future. A line that defines not only a place, but a place in our hearts. Because in this place, hockey is more than what we play. It's who we are. This is the state of hockey.
Gotta break away. You
If you're an athlete, or you dream of becoming one, if you get injured, go where the pros go. Our top Twin Cities doctors are available for you 7 days a week. For the athlete in all of us, here's Tria.
Matchup between Orono and Northfield, and that's slated to start at 2 p.m.
As the Cloquet Lumberjacks take to the ice, they will go ahead and keep defending the goal now to our left, as they did in period 1. Their opponents, Osseo Maple Grove, they'll defend the goal to our right, as they did in period 1 as well. My name is Steve Pesic. Thank you for joining me here on our broadcast coverage from Red Baron Arena in Marshall, Minnesota. We start off with Bantam AA action here on MSBNsports.net. As our drive to state on MSBN is presented by your select Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. 1-1 is our current score on the CountryChef.com scoreboard. I want to thank CCM Minnesota Hockey High Performance Programs for sponsoring our second period. You can check them out on minnesotahockey.org. Our third period is brought to you by the Prairie Island Indian Community, Total Hockey, Subway, Park Dental, Rink Systems, Golden Plum, and the National Collegiate Hockey Conference. Right down the street from us here at Red Baron Arena is a Subway sub shop. I have a feeling that heading into the tournament games tomorrow, I'm going to stop and pick up some Subway because I'm getting mighty hungry here as we get into the afternoon in Marshall, Minnesota. Long days. Maybe you'll buy an extra sub and just throw it in my bag. That way you got some sustenance for later on into the night. But the folks here at Red Baron are great job. Open. I walk by. Rare. Period here. United. It's a line. Say hello. I'd love to hear from you. Shout outs get on to the DVDs as well as into the downloads that you can find right here on the MSBN Sports Network. 18-11. That's the shot on goal margin right now in favor of Osseo Maple Grove. They have the puck up the right wing side. It's going to be knocked down. Aaron Moore, good defensive effort from Cloquet's scorer in the game. The lone scorer is Sam Jacobs right now, number 5 for Omega at this point. Back into the corner, we'll track it down now. Chasing after this one, Omega will scoop it up. Tipped puck though, and they have a little trouble breaking onto the zone. Very balanced game for both of these two clubs. Good looks from both teams as far as offensively goes. This will be sent down the length, back behind the net, controlled there by the goalkeeper, Owen Carlson, who is in goal for Cloquet. To our left, to our right, it still is Parker Slotsby. As Slotsby wasn't challenged that much for the second period, but we'll see how this third period equates. We've had a couple penalties to speak of in the game as well, and that's led to some power play chances, but all of our goals have come 50-50 even strength. No shorthanded power play goals. We only had one shorthanded goal in the last game with Stillwater defeating Lakeville South, but that came, I think, when it was 3-0 at that point to make it 4-0. So that game was deep into the third period. So a 4-goal third period for Stillwater really pushed them into the state semifinals, and that's where they'll meet the winner of this contest tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. I'll be back on the call of that one. Hope you join us back here from Red Baron Arena. Be picked up here by Omega. They'll fire it deep into the corner. Sam Jacobs, he'll fire it in. His team's going to go into a partial change now with 13-12 to go. Off the side of the net, quick look attempt. That was off the stick of Connor Kelly for Omega. And now Osseo Maple Grove will scoop it up here in the neutral zone. Looks like we do have some sun shining outside here in Marshall. A little overcast though to the north of us, as we're still in a bit of the doldrums of winter, but it was an easy drive for me coming out of the Twin Cities last night, driving down here into southwestern Minnesota. As it'll be fired up ahead on the right wing wall. Good hustle by Osseo Maple Grove to lead the rush. They try to circle it. Knocked down on a centering attempt. Pass up front by Jackson Dwyer, but Brock House had it there for Cloquet. Now to the right wing side. Shot off the outside of the cage. It was Dwyer again on a nice feed, but he hits the post on the outside of the cage. Centered attempt. Gloved down by the defense. That's where Cloquet will work with it. Cade Anderson looked to play it up ahead. This one will be fired off the glass on a hard shot all the way down the length of the ice. Now sent by Cade Anderson. I'll tell you what, this Cloquet team has some good defensemen with big bodies, big shots. If they can get past this Osseo Maple Grove team, I think they're going to give that top line of Stillwater some trouble. As Stillwater's top line, I think, accounted for all 5 of their goals, including a hat trick for one of their skaters, Noah Tussey, who was our Unreal Player of the Game. We still got to get you one from this contest, thanks to our friends at Unreal, unrl.co. Still, already check that. Cloquet driving to the front of the net, and they can't get the shot off as Slotsby went from right to left and knocked down the bottom of the cage. They had the opportunity driving in. I think that was the Luke Sandy or Aaron Moore right there leading the rush for Cloquet. Down to 11:37 to go now as the clock is stopped. Teams are going to get fresh skaters out on the ice. Again, you can give us a like on Facebook or follow us on Twitter if you're so inclined to follow along with our broadcast here on MSBN. Love to have the social media support. Makes for a good time overall. Now 11:28 to go here. Puck into the neutral zone. Cloquet will control. That's Jacob Huda playing it through there. And Huda tries to get around. One of his teammates just went down in Braden Timon. Again, shout out to Jake Huda's grandparents tuning in up in Iron, Minnesota. As it'll go to the far side of the ice now. Knocked back down and controlled. As this will be played up here. As it'll be sent now. 10:53 to play. Might have figured out that my voice just changed. I just realized that some of the settings on the mixing board was a little off. So I should sound like more like a normal man now. 10:35 to play. I always love when you come into a new building and you're using different equipment, which is elite equipment, folks. Superstar setup here in Cloquet, but as a whole, little errant to figure everything out. As it'll be picked up now. Played into the neutral zone by Cloquet. Lumberjacks, they try to control. They do have it on the stick now of Brock House. House, right wing side, shot attempt saved by Slotsby as House is rode into the boards there by Spencer Dahlquist. Not to take anything away from this Osseo Maple Grove team, but also should say that I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Brock Faber and Dahlquist on the blue line for Osseo Maple Grove. So weird with the development, you know, still in this 13, 14-year-old age bracket that these young athletes can change so much physically from year to year. Just kind of watch their growth. Now with 9:58 to play here in period 3. Cloquet is going to control the draw, but that's turned over. Osseo Maple go backdoor goal! What a feed to find. Janicki on the back door, the steal and score from Osseo Maple Grove, and they're up 2-1. Great patient play there by Janicki. Kukkonen lost the draw, but intercepts it, feeds it to Janicki on the left side, and he just finishes cleanly. Great job on the replay there, and great job to stay patient by that combination. They didn't get out of position. They waited. They created the turnover. Good play there from Kyle Kukkonen, the centerman, to set that up. And all the finish was Justin Janicki. And it makes it 2-1 Osseo Maple Grove. This one will be covered up and held on to as some extra pushing and shoving from some of the skaters out here. As going to the front of the net was Cole Katola. Is he trying to play it there? Now scoop back behind the net here. Picked back up through the neutral zone. Osseo Maple Grove leads it up ahead. They're going to say Christopher Kernan also touched that puck somewhere in there. So Kernan gets the second assist. They're going to say the first assist goes to Kukkonen, and then Janicki with the goals. It's now 2-1 on our countrychef.com scoreboard. Centered attempt though for Cloquet. They open up right wing side. Oh, I think Darian Duran would love to have that one back. He was open on the right side of the net there. And I don't think that one was caught cleanly on his tape to lift up and over the top of the catching glove of the netminder, Parker Slotsby. Tough break for Cloquet there. Turnaround look, it's in! They don't miss on that one. What a feed out in front from Christian Galatz as he hit his man on the doorstep, Caden Crane. Crane pinches in from the blue line and beats the netminder with 8:42 to go here in the third, and we're back at 2-2. Well, we're back at a tie. It's now 2-2. Each team with a goal in the first, each team now with a goal in the third period. We're rolling along. 2-2 our new score on the countrychef.com scoreboard. What a great job by Christian Galatz there to stand tall in the left circle. Find Crane. Crane patient, catches the puck, waits for the netminder to go down, and then just beats him on the backside. Big goals here and late in this one. It's going to be a photo finish. Now to the left wing. Played here. So that's all the scoring is. Galatz to Crane as Cloquet ties it up. You see the shots on goal. 20-14 now. This puck will leave play. And we're going to go ahead and stop this one down. Yeah, I have a feeling that these final 8 minutes, there's going to be a feverish rush for these two clubs to lock it down. As they played here, they're going to penalty call against Cloquet. It's going to be a roughing call going against Jake Huda. Huda into the box for roughing, and now Osseo Maple Grove almost turns it right over to Galatz. He was the one man in on the forecheck right there, and after that last setup play, he's a definite opportunity offensive threat guy. So you do not want to turn it over to Galatz. Now Osseo Maple Grove sets it up in the zone on the power play with 7:25 to go. Up to the point, held in glove there. He fired down and caught. Look to clear it out now. Opportunity, left wing side. Osseo Maple Grove into the body of Carlson. Puck still loose as players crashing in, and the referees are going to blow this one dead with 7:10 now to go. And 2-2 our score on our countrychef.com scoreboard. All of our tournament coverage in the Drive to State presented by your select Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, and Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. Up to the point now. Held here and in. Kept alive by Osseo Maple Grove. It's Faber. Up to the line. Faber to the right wing side. Fan on attempt. Puck bouncing down low. Oh, it was right there on the back door, but no Omega skaters were there to put it home. Carlson was the left side. He makes a right leg save there, but as he tried to climb across on that last scoring chance, he was out of position, but no one home. Good job of the defense as well there for Cloquet. Now up to the blue line. Another shot here by Faber. It's going to be tipped up and out of play into the screen. 36 seconds remain on the penalty to Huda. Now to 6:35 to go here in the period. If you're a fan of either White Bear Lake or Moorhead or Blaine or Eden Prairie in the Bantam AA side, you're going to have to join us over on the Lockwood Motors Rink at 3 and 5 p.m. Those games should start on time unless White Bear Lake and Moorhead in the Battle of Orange and Black go to extra sessions. There's nothing going on. The lights are even off behind us at the Lockwood Motors Rink before we get the Spuds and Bears out to the ice. Osseo Maple Grove up to the point again. Shot attempt, this one hits traffic on its way through. 15 seconds to go on power play time. The Bantam A tournament will start next here on this rink. As now backside opportunity. Another opportunity denied by Cloquet. This long shot from the point goes to the opposite side. Game one next is Orono and Northfield here. Now to the backside to be scooped up. Fired down, backdoor shot attempt off the shoulder. Puck bouncing, where's it at? It's into the body of Carlson, who will hold on. Tough battle out in front to get after that one. Long shot off the back wall, bouncing there. And now caught to be caught up here by OMG HA, the Osseo Maple Grove Hockey Association. They're tied up right now, 2-2 with Cloquet. Caden, sorry, got the book flipped around as Christian Gallant's fed Caden Crane to score for Cloquet. And then Justin Janicki scored right before that. And now right back in is Osseo Maple Grove. It's a good defensive effort though. Beautiful play there from Kate Anderson. And now a good scoop and roll here. 2-on-1 for Cloquet, driving in, shot just wide. Oh, a good look driving in there from Aaron Moore. He started the scoring in the game back in the first period for the Lumberjacks before Sam Jacobs tied it up. Now Moore out in front, trying to the forehand shot and a toe save. Whoa! Aaron Moore with a great shift. Almost beats the goaltender 2 different times, but Parker Slotsby, hopefully he grew his toenails out long for that one. And now up ahead, an opportunity for Janicki. Janicki to the backhand, he doesn't get it off as the defense was there from Cloquet. Fire wagon hockey now here in Marshall. As now Osseo Maple Grove back to the left wing side. Centered pass in between the body of Carlson. And that was bouncing around a little too long for a Lumberjack. Osseo Maple Grove tries to play it now. Kyle Kukkonen out in front. And he's hit to the side of the cage. He goes down. Cloquet will scoop it up. And they'll clear the zone with it. But Osseo Maple Grove's going to have to touch back up. They'll look to fire it down. It'll go towards the netminder, but it'll be an icing call against Cloquet. Woo! The replay folks here in Marshall got a lot to look at over the last 4 minutes of hockey. A little too crazy right there. As they're gonna get you some of those replays. I think this is gonna be the toe save by Slotsby. As, nope, they didn't get it off. Aaron Moore drove through. And it was just that outstretched left leg that saved the day after some good wrist curl moves there from number 15 in white. Down to 3:42 to go here in the period. Puck bouncing into the corner. Want to say hello to Teresa Porter into the Catholic United Financial email inbox. Cheering for Thomas Porter of Cloquet from Georgetown, South Carolina. So thanks to Teresa for emailing it to the Catholic United Financial email inbox. Right wing side, Golotz now. He'll lead the rush. Centered attempt out in front. Puck bouncing. It's underneath the feet there of a skater. Oh no, that was a good look from Huda, but he couldn't find it. This one will be stopped down with the glove, and we'll go ahead and draw a face-off here with 3:05 to go. Shots 24-14 as you see on your screen. There you see the benches standing with exuberance. Into the corner now to be picked up here by Omega. Into the offensive zone. They'll work it on the wall there with Janicki. Play to the far wall here. Controlled. Scooped up by Cloquet. Lumberjacks on the right wing side. Drive it up ahead. Big hit though. Thunderous check as Darian Duran just threw Spencer Dahlquist into the boards. He's going to draw an icing call at the end of it. I think everyone looks to be okay. I think that is where that's the Zamboni door. So the glass isn't as met together with the top kind of divider holders on the top of the glass break. So that's why I think the sound was just so loud on that hit. Clean hit though. As it'll be one here. And controlled. Picked up by Cloquet. They centered it to Galatz. And they hold it at the blue line. Left side shot attempt. Tipped and oh, that's just wide. The tip came off the stick of Timon. As Cloquet tries to keep it in. Caden Crane will wrap it around the boards. First man to it is going to be Huda. And now Omega tries to play it up ahead and they got a man. Racing up the right wing side was Sam Jacobs. He would love to get his second goal of the game. If he did, he'd likely be our unreal player of the game. Now out of the corner, driving out in front. That one just wide to the outside. Turnover though, and a good job by Owen Carlson to climb across the net to knock that down. He might have caught that with the net guard. It's now Golatz tries to hit more. He looks fresh out there. The captain, though, is going to have to back check. Kyle Kukkonen driving in right side. Kukkonen, as he throws it in, Carlson makes a stop. But he was coming in 1-on-4. It was still very difficult to get the shot off, and Kukkonen a little frustrated, but he wanted that one. But, hey, still good job to set up the offensive zone faceoff with 1:10 to play here in the third. On the right wing side, will be driven forward across the ice now into the corner. Down to 1 minute remaining now. On the back wall, will be battled there for it. Looks like we potentially could have an extra session here before we get in the Bantam AAs on the Reinhardt rink here. This one will be sent down the ice by Cloquet. It's going to be an icing call against the Jacks. And we'll set it up in the offensive zone. Don't forget, we'll have all the games here from Reinhardt online for you as far as the semifinals of A and AA and the third place games of the championship games on Saturday and Sunday. If you're a Bantam AA fan, you want to follow that tournament, you can join us on the rink right behind us when Moorhead takes on White Bear Lake at 3 p.m. Northfield and Orono fans are going to have to wait just a little bit longer before we get into their game. It looks like we're going to an extra session. Osseo Maple Grove, right wing side, potential shot attempt. A little too long there from William Peeler. He can't get the shot off. Puck back behind the cage here to the near side half wall. Osseo Maple Grove will fire it back behind the cage. They got a man in Jacobs on the far wall. He puts it on the backhand. Scooped up on the far wall. They try to use the dasher boards. 3 seconds ago, shot tipped and onto the net. Loose Paco, and Carlson made the save as the whistle will blow to say we're done with 3 periods of regulation. And what a save on that tip. I think it was Connor Kelly that sent it from the point. And we're done with 3 periods of regulation hockey here. We needed some extra time. Our third period was presented by the Prairie Island Indian Community, Total Hockey, Subway, Park Dental, Rink Systems, Golden Plump, and the National College Hockey Conference. All of our tournament coverage presented by your select Heartland Chevy dealers. Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. Here you see some of the great plays here from this period as we head into overtime. Now, I believe we play a 5-minute overtime to start the first overtime. I think it's in the front of our tournament program. It's been a while since I've covered a youth game in the state, so I can't 100% remember what all of the overtime rules are and everything. If you know, feel free to email in to the Catholic United Financial email inbox. All right, so here it is, breaking of ties. In case of a tie at the end of regulation, the team shall change goals after the third period and stay that way through all overtime periods. Sudden victory overtime plays shall ensue using this format. A 2-minute rest in the first overtime period is 10 minutes, 5-on-5. Then we would have a 2-minute rest and a second overtime period of 10 minutes of 5-on-5. Then if we do not get someone, then we will resurface the ice to conduct additional 10-minute overtime periods as needed, 5-on-5, with 2-minute rest between the periods, resurfacing after every 3 periods from there. Oh no, I don't think we're gonna get there, but hopefully not. Everything could come down to the tournament director potentially settling it in a tie, but I think in the quarterfinal round, we need to go ahead and get a victor. As we're into OT, spread the word, fans. Overtime hockey here in the AA quarterfinals. As Ben Leafblad and Christian Golotz are in the penalty box for offsetting minor penalties at the end of regulation. So that little fracas in the crease at the end of regulation sets up a couple of the star skaters for these two teams that are going to be in the penalty box. And so overtime will start here. With the team shooting where they did back into the second period. So it'll be Cloquet to our left, Osseo Maple Grove to our right. A lot of dusty ice out there as well, but no different than when we started our second period an hour and a half or so ago. Picked up by Osseo Maple Grove on their own end. They try to clear it out here. Cloquet loses control though, across the line, shot wide. Christopher Kiernan on the shot attempt there for Omega. Now Cloquet tries to race it up ahead. Little player tie up there. Lumberjacks will force it to the far side of the ice now. We'll send it to the deep corner there off the stick of Cole Katola. And now up ahead, they got Kukanen across the line. His big hard slapper goes up and over the crossbar. Cloquet trying to put the pressure on a 9:02 to go in our overtime period. As the puck will be caught up in some skaters' feet here. And now played back near side to us. Bouncing puck onto the half wall. Backhanded. And now into the scorer's table. Puck will bounce. Looks like it went between everyone. No harm, no foul. I'll tell you what, if I was someone in the scorer's box, even though all of the gentlemen that are seated at the scorer's table have a good-looking head of hair, I'd probably want some sort of hat on. Pucks fly off of that wall right behind him and don't need a stitches on the top of the cranium. I know during the boys state hockey tournament, we had the good folks from Shirts Unlimited sponsor the player introductions thanks to their MinneflotaHockey.com series. You can go to Minneflota, that's M-I-N-N-E, FlotaHockey.com to check out some of their great apparel. As this will be to the far side now. Scooped up here by Cloquet. They'll work it back down. 8:01 to go here in this overtime period 1. Down to the corner, Osseo Maple Grove will drive the puck there. Big collision. Penalty coming as a Cloquet skater goes down. And this is going to bring the penalty boxes to a complete open as Golotz and Leafblad come out. And going to the penalty box is going to be William Peeler, as Peeler's going to go on for a penalty here. Officials are conversing about it. It's going to be a roughing call for 2 minutes against Peeler. So it sets up a power play chance here in overtime for Cloquet. The Lumberjacks will have to pick it out of their own end here. This will be scooped up by Mason Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner will go back behind the line. He'll work it back up on the right side. They'll go cross ice now. As Huda will give it back to Langenbrunner. Centered attempt, that's going to split everyone. It'll clear the zone. Little errant on the pass attempt right there. I like the idea to drive deep and try to kick it back out for a shot with some traffic in front of the netminder. But Parker Slotspeed watched this one all the way out. This one sent in, Slotspeed with the save. Bouncing puck side of the cage as the net will move. And the players will meet there to challenge. So we'll have to reset the net and reset an offensive zone faceoff for another minute 17 of power play time here with 7:05 to go in overtime. Again, don't forget, game downloads available by clicking on the buy download link on your game tracker screen. You can also buy DVDs of all of our tournament games into the lobby. So win or lose in this game, DVD copies are available all through the weekend. So feel free to let your friends and family members know in attendance. They can pick up a DVD of the game. Whoever wins this will have 3 games on MSBN over the weekend with DVDs. So you can make it a 3-pack. We're down to 1:05 of power play time. He picked up here. Now controlled. Now fired up. Cross ice now. Be caught up ahead. And it'll clear out of the zone now. Back to defensively. Be held there by Caden Crane. Crane tries to fire it up ahead. They had Darian Durand with it. Durand shot hard off the back wall. No save needed by Slotspeed. This one will track down the ice, and another clear by Osseo Maple Grove. Good job with 30 seconds to go on their penalty kill. 6:13 to go here in the overtime. Osseo Maple Grove shorthanded shot attempt. It's going to be stick down. And Osseo Maple Grove with a potential wraparound try. Good job by Owen Carlson to know the situation and lock down that side of the cage. And now brought up ahead. Spun back though. Osseo Maple Grove. Penalty box opens. Shot attempt. Puck loose. Full strength between the two clubs now with 5:42 to go. And Kukkonen and his teammates into the offensive zone. Here's Janicki, who had the second goal of the game for Osseo Maple Grove. Mecca can't touch it, otherwise it'll be offsides. They do not. Good job. Smart heads-up play there. This will be played up ahead. Now a race for Cloquet, driving into the backhand, and it's held with the toe. Puck still loose. Where's it at? Does not look like it crosses the line. It was outside of the net as a host of bodies hit on the back wall, but a golden rush right there for Cloquet, and a big save from Parker Slotsby. Now, we're going to check the replay here. Forehand to the backhand and a toe save by Slotsby, and he'll cover with the glove. Now this Omega hockey program, this AA team, could have a completely different goaltender just by age. Ethan Hyder is their freshman varsity backstop who took them into the state tournament as the 4 seed, and they won Section 5 AA. He, by age, qualifies for this Bantam team, and they could have arguably one of the the best freshman goalie in the state on the ice here, but he's with the varsity club. You can't lend them back to association hockey after the varsity year. But he could be between the cages, and that would be a gift. But don't take anything away from Parker Slotsby. What a stop and save there against a very dangerous Cloquet team. Now, fire to the far side, up to the point, near side back to us. Sent wide of the cage. That was Faber on the shot attempt. Cross to the other blue line now to be held there by Henry Nelson. They have assists, they do in this game. Down to 4:23 to go. They assisted on the first period goal from Sam Jacobs. Up to the point, shot attempt. Oh, that one off the mask of Carlson. That was Peeler, I believe, on the shot there. Caught now. Cloquet tries to break the zone, a little trouble. And now Janicki tries a centered pass. No one home out in front. Shot back to the opposite side of the ice now, and to be picked up here by Kelly. Connor Kelly works it back down. Up to the point now. Favor, shot, traffic, hits it. Knocks it down for Cloquet. Cloquet having all sorts of trouble breaking the zone now. Thomas Porter was the first man to it. And this one will clear all the way down. It'll have to be played there by Slotsby. You better watch out. A man coming in hard for Cloquet. That was Brock House on the rush attempt. And now back the other direction. Here's Osseo Maple Grove across the line. Faber tries to roll the wrist to beat the defense. He cannot with 3:10 now to go here in the period. He's scooped up and played up ahead now. Now controlled back near side to us. And now to the far side. I'm kind of worried. The one thing is that I set these DVDs to record for 2.5 hours. If we go any more overtimes, we might be pushing that, folks. It's Cloquet, especially if we get through 2 overtimes. It might be a double disc set available in the lobby after this is all said and done. Bouncing puck. Knocked down. Puck loose, covered up, and held on to by the netminder, Slotsby, with 2:31 to go. Shots now 27-16 in favor of Osseo Maple Grove. We're gonna win the draw. Will be knocked down and controlled. Far side to be picked up behind the cage there by Golotz. Golotz now. Near side, intercepted. Brought up by Peeler. Peeler to the wall of Jacobs. Peeler shot attempt wide to the outside. And Osseo Maple Grove will have to go all the way out of the zone to get after it. We're going to change a body in the process. Peeler will go off. And now an opportunity across the line. Shot taken. Cloquet knocks it down, and they're going to spin it up with a 3-on-3 as they hit the center line. Into the neutral zone. Puck down. And they had a player deep on the trail that was not able to keep it in the zone. Sam Jacobs was able to force it up ahead just a little bit farther. There for Omega with 1:42 to play now here in overtime. Turnover, shot attempt, save, puck loose. Where's it at? As the net is off its posts. 1:36 to go. Cloquet wanting something there as the net goes off, but they're not going to get it as it stayed out of the cage the whole way. Rush was led in there by Darian Duran. And he had Aaron Moore down low with him. Just think back to that third period where Aaron Moore was driving in, had 2 different scoring chances. If it wasn't for that miraculous leg save by Parker Slotsby, I think this one's over. But big stop from Slotsby, another couple down here into overtime, and these 2 goaltenders are taking over this game now. Puck into the neutral zone, picked back up by Omega. Osseo Maple Grove across the line, right side, Kukkonen up into the screen though, as that one knocks it down. One of the banners for Osseo Maple Grove lost one of its pieces of tape as the screen got hit by the puck. Fans starting to thunder, stomp the bleachers here. Good win by Osseo Maple Grove in the offensive zone, backhanded on goal. 2 times on the saves there for Owen Carlson, and now Cloquet will break it out to the right wing. They try to get around the defense. Good move right there. No one on the right wing side yet. Aaron Moore was there as Duran tried to feed it across to him. Down to a minute to go here in OT1. Across the line now. Look going in behind the cage. Turning shot attempt wide of the net. Now this one off the back wall and will be gloved down and held there by Carlson. Other thing too is even if you buy the DVD or download, you're getting bonus hockey for free on the disc. And that's just good value. If you're gonna put your dollar into a disc or a download, make it worth something. And who wouldn't want this game, win or lose? What a contest this has been. Mind you, this is just game 2 of the 16 that we'll have on the air for you here on MSBN throughout the weekend. Looks like we will definitely start our Bantam A tournament a little delayed here, as Orono and Northfield will have to wait to get things going here on the Reinhardt rink as we head to OT. Number 2 potentially, 15 seconds to go on that. And another icing call here, but a chance for Cloquet. You win a face-off draw, set something up and get it to the front of the net. The Lumberjacks could race to the finish here with a big W. Looks like they're gonna send Huda into the draw opposite of Kukkonen. Huda finding out where everyone is. It'll be one to the point, but it'll go back behind the defense. Come to the neutral zone. I don't think there's gonna be enough time to regroup and get back in. As Omega will play it near side to us. Goes off a skate, bouncing puck, 1 second. Period comes to a close. We need 5 periods of hockey, folks, to get through this one. As we are now into another 2-minute intermission. First overtime highlights for you. Oof. So we'll put 10 minutes back up on the board. We'll get another overtime for you. I think they'll stay on the same sides of the ice as we move along. Steve Pesic here on the call. Thank you for joining me for all of our coverage throughout the weekend. It's been a great start to the tournament here. (28-17) are the shots as we speak right now. So the teams will go back out to center ice. So Aaron Moore goes opposite of Kyle Kukkonen in the faceoff draw as we get rolling along here into overtime number 2. 10 minutes back up at the scoreboard. Team still shooting as they did in the first overtime. Owen Carlson to our right, Parker Slotsky to our left. As we move along now here in this one. This one shot wide of the cage. To the right side now off the back wall. We'll trace after this one. Into the low slot area, backdoor shot attempt off the back of the cage there for Osseo Maple Grove. That was Janicki looking for his second. Pretty much whoever scores the game winner is going to be our unreal player of the game. Can't really take anything away from the netminders though, as they easily could be sharing the billing for it as well. Now, drop pass, shot attempt, save made by Carlson. Far side off the stick of Peeler there on the shot attempt. Now out in front to be picked up and scooped here by Galatz. He has it now on the far side. And now Omega back up the wall. Now to the far side of the ice. This one plays along. On the back wall. Cloquet tries to drive after it. A little trouble picking it up. Golot's there, battling with it. A couple skaters into each other's grill as Peeler tries to push it up ahead. 1-on-3 as he had on the left side, but the defense for Cloquet was there to knock it down. And a 7:45 to play here in our second overtime. Now Cloquet, shot attempt over the glove. A little high over the top there of the netminder, Slotsky, and he's without a stick, and he's going to hold on to it with the belly. Big save there from Slotsky. As he denies a good chance. Shots now 30-18. Stillwater ended up with 40+ shots in regulation. We have 48 between, or 48 between the two teams into period 5. So more of a defensive effort for sure in this one. Cloquet out of the corner with it. Attempt from Moore. He started the scoring for Cloquet back in the first. Now to the near side wall. Into the neutral zone. Knocked down there. Bouncing puck. Scoop back up here by the Jacks. Turned back though. As now Kukkonen will come across the line with Janicki. Janicki can't get it on the backdrop. And now Cloquet will use the near wall to break out. This is Hunter Finola leading it there for Cloquet on the blue line. He'll go off for a change. Now to 6:45 to go now here in the period. This one will go as an icing call against Osseo Maple Grove. As the Cloquet fans get a Let's Go Jacks call going. So Cloquet will try to score here in the offensive zone. Osseo Maple Grove will hold on to it with 6.5 to play here in period 5. Far wall, opportunity. Shot attempt wide of the cage. No save needed from the netminder, Owen Carlson. Now the puck will be scooped up here. Far side of the ice for Cloquet. Big wind up into the glove. Caught and held on to by Parker Slotsky. Set up now on The far face-off down in the offensive zone for the Lumberjacks. They're going to toss out Kukkonen and Huda for their respective clubs. It'll be Golats going opposite of Kernan. And now Osseo Maple Grove will scoop it up. Down to 6:08 to go here. Driving to the front of the cage, opportunity, save, Carlson. This goes to the back wall as Kukkonen led the rush in. Now, on the wall, out in front. Puck still bouncing there. This one, long shot, doesn't get through. Traffic was there. Now an opportunity, running up is Christian Golats. Golats, he's got some help coming behind him. He's going to take the shot into the body, though, and held on to by Slotsby with 5:42 to go now. Again, if you're a fan of either Northfield or Orono and you're awaiting your game, it was supposed to start in about 8 minutes. That's not going to happen no matter what. And now back across the line, shot taken. Big blast outside of the net. It's a big glove save from Owen Carlson, but that would have been well outside. He still holds on to it, as these goalies again are locked in right now here into our second overtime. Looks like it's going to be Benjamin Leafblad in the draw, opposite of Aaron Moore. Aaron Moore's Cloquet Lumberjacks will control it out of the zone. Chip it up ahead now to Duran. Darian Duran, far wall. Good battle here for it. Picked up, centered out in front. Cloquet's first one to it. Puck still bouncing as Slotsby keeps it in front of him and holds on. At a 5:08 to go here in OT2. If we don't close it out here, we will take a full resurface break. Then we'll come back out and we'll try to score a game winner. Cloquet into the offensive zone. One down to the right side. They hold on to it up to the point. They give it right back down into the corner here. We did even have a power play chance back in OT1 as coming out of the backside of the net is Cloquet. Save again by Slotsby. And that went over for Cloquet. Osseo Maple Grove been doing a strong job slowing down this team from Cloquet. The shots were a much more bigger discrepancy for Omega over Cloquet at the end of regulation, but Cloquet's picked up a lot of shots here in the extra frame. Up the ice, long pass. We'll say it'll be tipped. And so this will be a live play here into the offensive zone. Far wall now, they'll chase after it. Golats is going to be the first man to it there for Cloquet in the offensive zone. Now Huda, he'll come in and support. Well, players go down now. Cloquet wants some fresh bodies out there. They try to come out of the wall. Shot taken, loose puck. It's behind a couple skaters. Omega's going to scoop it up, and they'll lead it up ahead to Janicki. Justin Janicki across the line, left side, shot attempt. Rebound was there for Kukkonen, but it went over the top of his blade. On the 4:15 to go now here in overtime two. Puck controlled into the corner here. Everyone waits for it as Cloquet will pull it out of the corner. They center it up ahead. Across the line, Lumberjacks are there. Walker stopped there off the blade of Cade Anderson. The defenseman took a big shot there. Now stretch pass hits Osseo Maple Grove up the wall. Far side here, bouncing puck into the neutral zone. Omega there, turned over. Opportunity and a good job of locking their man up as Logan Dushkin was the closest man to it there for Cloquet. Jack's trying to hold it in the offensive zone. It's Gonna be a race for the puck. Good hustle play, but they'll have to wait to touch back up. They do throw it in cleanly with 3:05 now to play here in overtime too. Osseo Maple Grove tries to race after it, but a little too far for Ben Leafblad. 3 minutes to go here in overtime two. Will we get a victor in the final three, or are we gonna have to resurface? Putting in overtime here in Marshall, Minnesota at Red Baron Arena here on the Reinhardt Food Services rink. If calling 4 games wasn't enough to start the morning here for me on MSBN, let's just play an extra 2 periods as in total. That's fine with me. We do have 4 more games to go. Based off of this, unless we get some pick-me-ups later, the last game is going to end about 1 a.m. as Cloquet will keep it on the side, into the slot, up to the point, held in there. Good job by Anderson. Long shot and didn't find its way through traffic. It's a 3-on-2 as they try to come up the line. Right wing side for Kernan. Kernan drop past Kukkonen. Kernan under the line, backhanded try. Up and over the crossbar. Now Cloquet trying to intercept, but they could not get to it with 2:08 to go. Here in period 5. Lumberjacks having a little trouble on the far wall. Puck still down here. Aaron Moore is going to be the man to give it up. He's going to get it out. Golotz tries to play it up, and he's going to be taken down. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be an interference call as Christian Golotz tried to race up to get after that puck. An Osseo Maple Grove skater took him out, and that was Dahlquist on the far wall. So the penalty comes, and it'll set up a power play. Now 2 overtime sessions in a row where Cloquet has had a power play try, but they did not finish it on the first one. We'll see if they can finish it off here on this one. Minute 35 to go here in the second overtime, and this one will clear out of the neutral zone. Cloquet a little errant on their breakout attempt here. Darian Duran will go on the right wing side with the puck. This one will clear the zone once again. I didn't know why. I was wondering why Cloquet didn't want to take a timeout when they got the power play, just to regroup. And now Osseo Maple Grove is just going to take this one down in the third overtime if they could. But now they're shorthanded in the offensive zone. They try the drop pass. Aaron Moore's going to steal it away. Right side now. Get it here. Have to drive it up ahead. Now Omega to break the line. Hits off the linesman. To the benefit of Cloquet, but they'll be offside. As that one goes to the benefit of Osseo Maple Grove, obviously the fewer amount of scoring chances coming off the 6 of Cloquet skaters, the better. Mind you, all of the drive to state on MSBN presented by your select Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, and Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, as well as the Minnesota Wild. 30 seconds to go here. Left side now, an opportunity. Up to the blue line, it'll jump a stick, it'll come back. Looks like we're gonna have to resurface the ice. This one played to the far corner. To be picked up and controlled. Scooped up here by Cloquet. Buzzer will sound. Let's go to period 6, folks. So we need to resurface the ice. We're happy to have you joining us here onto our broadcast. We'll put another 10 minutes up on the scoreboard. We'll go to overtime 3. We're going to take a little bit of a breather here. We got to do some jostling of equipment because we are expecting to break down from this rink by now. Head over to the Lockwood Motors rink behind us for more Bantam AA action. Bantam A folks, they're ready to rock and roll, but we're still not there. So apologies for the delay if you're a Northfield or Orono fan, but watch the photo finish in this one after about a dozen-minute break here in Marshall at Red Baron Arena. 2-2 our score on the countrychef.com scoreboard between Cloquet and Osseo Maple Grove. My name is Steve Pesic. So happy to have you with us for the call of this one. I'm not going to get any break between these games. It'll be a photo finish just to get us over to the next rink to get ready for Bantam AA action at 3 p.m. Oh well, no worries. It's been fun so far. We don't want to step away by any means to take you away from this great hockey game. But we will pause after the highlights get closed out here, take about a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back for period 6. Join us for that after this short pause here on the MSBN Sports Network.
This is the Silverado Special Edition.
This is one gorgeous truck.
Oh, did I say there was only one special edition? Because actually there's 5.
It's Truck Mile. Get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, when you find your tag and use your auto show bonus cash, get over $6,200 on select Chevy Silverado pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy.
Not yet. Stop it. So you're passionate about hockey? Hey, we live in Minnesota. At Highway Federal Credit Union, we feel that same passion for helping you save, borrow, and manage your money. Everything you need to create a financial game plan for your future.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. We push, we fight, we sacrifice. Sometimes we fall short, sometimes we just fall. But we get back up, stronger than before. This is more than a game. This is our goal.
Play with your friends. Play for your community. Continue the legacy. Minnesota hockey is the home ice advantage.
There's a big blue line that runs around this state. A line that connects us from ponds to groves. It's a line that ties our past to our present, to our future. A line that defines not only a place, but a place in our hearts. Because in this place, hockey is more than what we play. It's who we are. This is the state of hockey.
If you're an athlete, or you dream of becoming one, if you get injured, go where the pros go. Our top Twin Cities doctors are available for you 7 days a week. For the athlete in all of us, there's Trio.
USA Hockey Intelligence is a hockey sense training program that has been proven to enhance awareness Rate Systems is a proud partner of Minnesota Hockey and the Hard Ice Divider program. To find out how your association can benefit from Hard Ice Dividers, visit MinnesotaHockey.org. Trio Orthopedic Center is a proud supporter of Minnesota Hockey and its commitment to the safety of all players. Thank you, Trio. Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine is the official training program of Minnesota Hockey and a proud supporter of the Minnesota Hockey High Performance All Tier 1 Leagues. To reach your performance goals today, visit sportsmedicine.mayoclinic.org. Thank you for the continued support, Mayo Clinic. The CCM Minnesota High Performance Programs identify and develop the top 14 to 18-year-old hockey players in Minnesota. The High Performance Programs provide a path to reach one's full potential and play for various national teams. For more information, please visit MinnesotaHockey.org. CCM is proud to support Minnesota Hockey and the hockey dreams of boys and girls throughout the state. Congratulations and good luck! The Minnesota Wild is a proud partner of Minnesota Hockey and wishes all teams and players the best of luck. To keep up with the Wild, log on to wild.com. Go Wild! Your local Chevy dealers are proud to support youth hockey in Minnesota. Chevy is the presenting partner of Minnesota Hockey postseason tournaments and the drive to the state. Thank you, Chevy. Park Dental, a proud supporter of Minnesota Hockey's hockey education program, would like to congratulate all teams on a great season. Thank you, Park Dental. The National Collegiate Hockey Conference supports Minnesota Hockey
Welcome back as we get set for the 6th period of hockey action here in Marshall, Minnesota at Red Baron Arena. My name is Steve Pesic, and I am running around Red Baron Arena to get you all of the action that you want to watch and follow here from the Bantam A and AA state tournaments here. It's overtime 3 between Cloquet and Osseo Maple Grove. The winner will move on to play Stillwater tomorrow at 2 p.m. and they're going to have to figure out some sort of super conditioning and recovery process, because they're going to need all the legs that they could get to keep up with Stillwater tomorrow, who got past Lakeville South 5-0 in the opener. We're moving along with this, a lot of apples and oranges and a lot of Subway to probably keep everyone ready to rock and roll as we move along here. So thank you for joining us as we get into yet another overtime session. Next goal wins it here. As it'll still be Owen Carlson in goal to our right. It'll still be Parker Slotsby in goal to our left. The ice is clean. What will that relate to us, though? Will we get a quick goal because of the fresh ice, or will things change? Don't forget, Catholic United Financial email inbox is still open. If you want to drop us a line, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know who you think is going to score the game-winning goal in overtime, as we're 10 seconds into our 6th period. Face-off draw. It's going to have Huda for Cloquet, opposite of Kernan, and a quick shot into the body there of Slotsby, and he makes a stop on it. Just 15 seconds into the extra session. A lot of fans now from these other games are already starting to mingle into the building and hang out, loiter to watch this one. Who's going to come out of it? Cloquet sends it through the crease, no one home on the back door. And now it'll be wheeled up here by Kernan across the line. Defense is back and waiting though for Cloquet. Good job to intercept that one by Thomas Porter. Remember, there was a penalty on the board. It has since expired, so we're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. With the icing, it's going to come all the way back down to our right. With 9:24 to go here in the overtime. Again, thanks for joining us. If you're a Orono fan or a Northfield fan, hopefully you're not freaking out too much and you understand what's happening here during this tournament coverage as to why we are going into this extra session and why your game is not on the air and why your teams are not down on the ice. I'm guessing you've been talking to friends or family members in attendance that are letting you know what is just happening. There you see some of the teams getting ready for future games. That might be actually Stillwater to see who they're going to play tomorrow. Long, deep into the zone. Left off there by Carlson. He turns it over, and the open net was there. Oh my goodness, Owen Carlson just about gave the game right to the hands of Osseo Maple Grove. After playing stellar throughout the game, that would be a terrible way for this one to end. Cloquet now is going to try to set the break. Oh, they just past the stick, though, of number 4, Cole Catola. Otherwise, it would have been a good scoring chance there. Sends it back down to the other end of the ice here. Face-off draw won by Osseo Maple Grove. Shot attempt will stay in the offensive zone for Omega. This hard shot wide to the outside. Up to the blue line and kept alive there. Now look to be tipped up the wall there by Cloquet. This is Braden Timon trying to play it. Deep now into the zone, controlled by the netminder, Parker Slotsby, who's made some stellar saves here in this game. Open ice opportunity. Where's the puck? The referee was not on the goal line as the skaters were a little quicker. The goal light did not go on, so that one stayed out of the cage. Good job by Carlson to keep it out there. Now up to the point. This will be stick down. Opportunity here. Now to the opposite side. Knocked down for Cloquet. They'll play it up ahead now. Big setup. Osseo Maple Grove back behind the line now. Caught here and held on. Played back near side for us. Cloquet will center it now. 7:16 to go here in overtime number 3. This one into the neutral zone and controlled. Puck knocked back down. 6:55 to go. Nice move, backhand by Golotz. Puck was loose and fired wide. Oh, Cotola was right there as Golotz set it up. The puck was laying in the crease, but Cloquet couldn't finish it off. Long shot here into the glove. That was Sam Jacobs. He scored about 7 hours ago when the first period was taking place. No matter what happens, everyone in the building is going to give each of these teams a standing ovation when it comes to a close. That is for certain. Down to 6:39 to go here in period 6. I love saying that in a hockey game. Centered out in front. Omega wasn't able to put it on, and now a rush for Cloquet. Up the right wing side. There's more. Shot puck was there on the backside. As the defense was out of position, Cloquet was not able to finish. Now Moore, his shot just to the outside, save made by Slotsby, and a battle in front of the cage. Cloquet very dangerous as they rush the puck. You can see the speed there, and they're very good. If they're normally playing up at Credit Union or Northwoods Arena up in Cloquet, that is a big Olympic-size ice up there. So they go, I don't know if it's a full 100-foot wide, but it's at least 90 feet wide versus the 80-foot wide rink here, or 85 wide. So a lot more space to go side to side. So they're very good at rushing the puck. They can wheel with the best of them. They got a lot of running to do in the regular season. Knocked back down though. Cloquet to 3-on-2. They get a shot on top. Oh, it's to the back door. They try to hit Cotola there. Might have been a good opportunity for Jake Cuda to send that one on a goal himself. Down to 5:52 now to go here in the overtime. Stoppage here and bring another draw. Cloquet will be on the left wing side now here in the draw dot. One on the back wall. Picked up. Puck down here on the left wing side. They try to drive the front of the cage. Save made there by Slotsby. Held on to. And now into the neutral zone. Picked up here. Osseo Maple Grove slides to set the breakout. It's a turnover. Loose puck as Golotz was there. Remember, he's a good disher. Just like that, shot attempt and a save by Slotsby. Secondary attempt, it's wide. Oh no, another big save from Slotsby. Cloquet cannot catch a break. That's 3 or 4 golden scoring chances in the offensive zone that don't go. Now Cloquet with some speed into the zone. They try to drive the corner with it. Centered attempt again. Looks like it'll go up to the blue line. Held in there by Anderson. He'll play it back behind the cage now. We'll try to track it down. Omega's gonna look to pick this one up. And they will. They'll gain the line with Leafblad. On the right side, no, it'll be offside here. With 4:38 to go in overtime number 3. What a wild contest here in Marshall, Minnesota. Mind you, this is just the second game of this tournament. If I remember correctly, I think the Bantam AA title went to overtimes last year between Moorhead and Minnetonka. Just from recollection, I wasn't there, but just from hearing about it on the Sunday to close out the tournament last year. Now a shot attempt. Osseo Maple Grove will push it into the body of Owen Carlson, and he's going to hold on. As we'll play through here. Puck loose near side to us now. Shot attempt picked up by Cloquet. They're going to try to race up the ice. Golotz tries to stay on side, but he can't. Just a little too quick across the line. That'll reset us. Now the face-off draw controlled by Osseo Maple Grove. Try to play it on the far side here. To the back wall. Okay, under the goal line. Shot into the body and held on to by the netminder, Slotsby. They'll hold on and make the stop now with 3:38 to go here. Face-off draw, one back up to the point. Trying to wrap it around the boards now. Having a little trouble. Go as an icing call here against Omega. .326 remains now here in this session. If we do not get a score here, we will take another 2-minute break. Then we will send them right back out for another 10-minute overtime period. It's been since the 2012, I want to say, girls hockey state semifinals at Xcel Energy Center since I've seen period 7 on a scoreboard. That went to period 9. For these skaters' legs for the rest of the weekend, I hope it does not get to that. Lakeville North and Minnetonka went 9 periods into the wee hours of the night at Xcel Energy Center. Face-off draw controlled by Cloquet on the far wall. Been winning a lot of draws as of late. They'll break it into the zone. Right side. They try to drive to the front of the cage. Little trouble. Opportunity out in front. Puck was loose there. Now knocked back near side to us. Osseo Maple Grove down the ice. Free play as they're going to let him go. Now back the other direction right underneath us. Job on the camera angle to pick this one up. Opportunity driving to the front of the cage, and it'll be held on there by the Cloquet netminder Owen Carlson. Probably the greater Cloquet area all coming together to get skaters onto the ice for the Lumberjacks. I know a lot of people are spreading the word about this game going into deep overtimes. Looks like if we don't score in the final 2:28, this is going to be a double disc event. Shot now, out in front, knocked down. Osseo Maple Grove will keep it in. This one will bank off the high glass, stay in the zone. Omega will work it to the far corner. Now controlled and picked up here by Cloquet. Across the line. They got Golotz going to the front of the net. Puts it on the backhand. Saved by Slotsby. Oh my goodness. Christian Golotz, who had one of the better assists in the entire game, tried to just finish it on the backhand right there. Just missed off. Good job to get around the defender, put it on the backhand. But Slotsby just so calm back there to hold on. Up to the blue line now. Long shot into the catching glove of Slotsby. He'll hold on. Yeah, don't forget, if you want a copy of this game, you can go into the download section on MSPN, buy download button on your game tracker screen, or if you got friends and family in attendance, they can go ahead and pick up a DVD. Looks like it'll be a dual disc party as we close it out. Unless we get a winner here in the final minute 40. Up to the point, into the catching glove of Carlson. He'll hold on. This DVD recorder that we have here is going to have a lot of hours on it by the end of today. I'm crossing my fingers that we get it to the end of the last minute 38 here. Well, that's part of the excitement of Minnesota hockey and the drive to state. Again, presented by your select Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. Cloquet tries a stretch pass a little too long. It's going to slow down, though. Into the neutral zone. We wait with it here. And now bounce it back. Into the slot, shot attempt. Blockered away by Carlson. Now up ahead to Golotz. Gets around one skater. Other defender was back there and waiting. Good move, though, from number 14, Brock Faber. Left wing side now. Sam Jacobs slams on his brakes. Will drive to the back wall. Wait with it here. This one will be frozen on the side of the pipe. And it'll be held on to once again by Carlson. 51.2 seconds to go. Face-off draw is going to send Kyle Kukkonen in for Osseo Maple Grove. It's going to go opposite Aaron Moore for Cloquet, and Moore's Lumberjacks will win this one. Look at the shots on goal, 41-35 in this game right now. Behind the net, opportunity opening up. Cloquet with the shot. Short side, but saved there by Slotsby. Again, held on here, picked back up, driving up the ice, an opportunity. Osseo Maple Grove across the line to the front of the net. And it's held on. Back up the ice. Kyle Kukkonen steals it away. 16 seconds to go. Kukkonen to the backhand, puts it on goal. Carlson with the save. Behind the net, potential wraparound. Up to the slot now. Cloquet tries to clear it out. Little trouble, Kukkonen. And now here's Faber jumping into it. He's going to be held on the corner, though. It's not going to matter. The buzzer's going to sound. Watch out, ESPN. Top 10 Sports Center might be getting a call as we're going into overtime 4. We got to stop the DVD. We got to pop a new one in. Give us 2 minutes, folks. We'll be back with more action on the disc. You can keep streaming right here on MSPN and watch a little bit of highlights. All right, teams are back on the ice. Overtime 4. DVD isn't done yet. We're gonna be able to pop it out and get the next one in, and we'll catch it in action. We're just 6 seconds into the 4th overtime here as Osseo Maple Grove has it in the offensive zone. Set it up now, up to the point, long shot into the body of the netminder, Owen Carlson. As now we have the DVD set for our second disc. Haven't had to do that for a while. Disc 2 now rendering as we're in period 7. Long opportunity up from the point. If we go into another session, I'm going to have to hand it off to Matt. He's going to close out the play-by-play. I got to get over to the other AA game on the rink behind us. White Bear Lake and Moorhead probably watching this one, thinking, what is going on? The chaps from Stillwater are just watching contently here from the grandstands. It's pretty much become a standing room only affair here in Marshall. Walking in, Cloquet tries to pick up the loose puck. They'll drive it in now, up to the point, long shot. This one will go up and over the crossbar. Osseo Maple Grove back down the other direction. Cloquet behind the net. Big collision on the far wall. Omega tries to play it across the line. Jacobs down to the corner, shot up and over the crossbar. And now Osseo Maple Grove will keep it on the line, but then lose it out into the neutral zone. 8:11 to go now here. In our 7th period, long shot, Parker Slotsby, another save for him. So, right now, Osseo Maple Grove has taken 44 shots on goal. 42 saves for Owen Carlson. 34 saves for Parker Slotsby on the other side as Cloquet has it in the offensive zone. And now Osseo Maple Grove will look to play it out. Cloquet is going to watch this one back defensively into their own end. Big save from Slotsby there as he watches this one through. Now the length of the ice, it'll be an icing call against Osseo Maple Grove. As another face-off here in the opposite zone. Knocked down and controlled here. He's scooped up and picked up here to the far wall. Controlled now. Out of the corner. They look to control with it. It's going to be turned over. And now played on the right wing. All the way around the horn, Osseo Maple Grove will go. 7:02 to go in the overtime session, number 4. And now will be played up ahead here by Luke Sandy of Cloquet. These players have been shoulder to shoulder for hours now, trying to control through on this one. And offside will go. Osseo Maple Grove. Now on the back line, Osseo Maple Grove will set it up. They try to break the defense. Up ahead is Kernan. Christopher Kernan into the slot. Knocked back down. Puck still bouncing. Into the offensive zone here. Down to 6:20 to go now here in this one. We do not finish this period with a goal. We will resurface once again. Long shot, backhanded once more, and up into the screen. We'll get a stoppage. 5:58 remaining here in our fourth overtime. I would say for your value and your bet, the best way to capture this game, if you want a piece of it, I know we'll have the DVDs, but I have a feeling that something went haywire at the transfer there. The download will have it all together for you. So click the buy download button no matter what, and that way you can get a piece of this game on your game tracker screen either now or after the fact. Now Cloquet tries to drive the front of the net. Opportunity on the right side, Aaron Moore tries to glove the puck down, but Cole Catola now tries to send it high. This one's off the back of the net. It'll be frozen there with 5:34 to go in this one. I'm keeping an eye on behind me on the Lockwood Motors rink. I'm waiting for Moorhead and White Bear Lake to go out there and start warming up. If they do, I'm gonna probably have to slide out of here. And you guys can fend for yourselves. No, we got Matt here ready on standby. He's been waiting to start calling the Bantam A tournament, as that was supposed to start about 45 minutes ago here on this rink. It's a lot of free hockey for you. So this one will be tipped now. Up the ice and down into the corner. Thrown in deep off the back cage. Puck still loose. Osseo Maple Grove tries to pick it up out in front. Kukkonen on the backhand, forehand on the left wing side and off the side of the cage there from Justin Janicki. Now Janicki holding it. He's got help from Kernan there as Cloquet tries to break the zone and they cannot cleanly. Another icing call here against Cloquet. We'll bring it back down to our right. 45-37 the shots now here in this one. And I'd actually hope that the gents from Moorhead and White Bear Lake would take their time and maybe not go out for warm-ups until this one ends. I bet they want to watch it just as much as anybody else does, as I see a lot of orange and black eyeing up this game. Behind the line now, Mason Langenbrunner will try to break it out for Cloquet. They'll try to work it through the neutral zone now. Little trouble with it. Now the 4:03 to go here in period 7. Hard shot. This one will hit the screen and stop things with 3:50 to go now. Again, Matt Metzler on standby, ready to go for the potential overtime 8 if we get there. I don't know. I don't see anybody warming up yet, so maybe they wait for this one to be finished. That could be a thing. As up the right side, they'll break it up. By all standards, they would have about a 15-minute warm-up to get going. I have yet to see anyone getting out on the ice yet, so we'll keep you posted if you're tuning in waiting for that game to start, because that would come here on MSBN technically at 3 p.m. and we have yet to see that yet. Clock stops with 3:18 now to go here in this one. Far side now. Cloquet will knock it down with the stick there of Durand. Now pick back up here. Fired on the left half wall. Up towards the point. Will be turned over and turned back. And here comes Justin Janicki. Janicki, Kukanen, and Kernan. Kernan to the front of the net, he scores! What a feed from Janicki to find Christopher Kernan. And Osseo Maple Grove will advance. With 2:52 to go in overtime 4. Osseo Maple Grove is going to earn the W on a odd man rush breakaway. And it looks like that we will be sending the Osseo Maple Grove boys onto the state semis where they'll meet Stillwater tomorrow at 2 p.m. As this one has been a wild one to speak of. We got to reset, get ready to go. We're going to have to do a lot of juggling here to figure this one out. And we thank you for joining us here on MSBN. Handshake line at center ice like it is custom. Highlights into the 4th overtime now playing. And tough break for everybody on this Cloquet team. We would love to have 2 victors in a crazy game like this, but it'll be Osseo Maple Grove moving on to the semifinals. Cloquet will go into the consolation bracket tomorrow morning back here on Reinhardt. I want to thank again all of our sponsors, including your select Heartland Chevy dealers, Tria Orthopedic Centers, Highway Federal Credit Union, Mayo Clinic Sports Medicine, and the Minnesota Wild. Also, want to thank the Prairie Island Indian Community, Total Hockey, Subway, Park Dental, Rink Systems, Golden Plum, and the National Collegiate Hockey Conference. Also, CCM Minnesota Hockey High Performance Programs, Shirts Unlimited, Country Chevrolet of Annandale, Minnesota, Catholic United Financial. The final score on the countrychev.com scoreboard is 3-2 as Osseo Maple Grove are the victors. My name is Steve Pesic. I got to sign off. We got to get Matt in here, get you ready to go for more hockey action back here in Marshall at Red Baron Arena. Everyone have a good rest of your afternoon.
This is the Silverado Special Edition. Oh, did I say there was only one special edition? Because actually there's 5.
It's Truckmod. Get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, when you find your tag and use your auto show bonus cash, get over $6,200 on select Chevy Silverado pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Whose turn for donuts?
Chris.
Not again!
Stop it. So you're passionate about hockey? Hey, we live in Minnesota. At Highway Federal Credit Union, we feel that same passion for helping you save, borrow, and manage your money. Everything you need to create a financial game plan for your future.
Stop it. Hey, Chris. No, Chris.
Inside us all beats the heart of an athlete, determined to succeed. We push, we fight, we sacrifice. Sometimes we fall short, sometimes we just fall. But we get back up, stronger than before. This is more than a game. This is our goal.
Play with your friends. Play for your community. Continue the legacy. legacy. Minnesota hockey is the home ice advantage.
There's a big blue line that runs around this state. A line that connects us from pawns to the pros. It's a line that ties our past to our present, to our future. A line that defines not only a place, but a place in our hearts. Because in this place, hockey is more than what we play. It's who we are. This is the state of hockey.
He's got a breakaway. He shoots!
If you're an athlete, or you dream of becoming one, if you get injured, go where the pros go. Our top Twin Cities doctors are available for you 7 days a week. For the athlete in all of us, there's treatment.